In the heart of a foggy little town, nestled between a bakery and an old bookshop, stood a tiny clockmaker's shop. Its windows were always dusty, its sign slightly tilted, and its owner, Mr. Alastair Finch, was a man of few words. He had lived there for as long as anyone could remember, repairing watches and crafting intricate timepieces with an unmatched precision. But there was something peculiar about Mr. Finch, he never seemed to age. While the town's children grew into adults and the adults grew old, he remained the same, silver-haired, sharp-eyed, and steady-handed. People whispered about him, but no one dared to ask why. One rainy evening, a boy named Theo wandered into the shop. His grandfather's pocket watch had stopped ticking, and he hoped Mr. Finch could fix it. As he stepped inside, the air smelled of oil, metal, and something else, something strange, like the scent of a thunderstorm just before it strikes. Mr. Finch looked up from his workbench. His eyes, a deep and knowing gray, studied Theo for a moment before he extended his hand for the watch. Theo hesitated. "They say you don't age," he blurted. "Is it true?" The clockmaker chuckled, his fingers expertly prying open the watch's back. "Time is a funny thing," he mused. "It can be kept, lost, borrowed, even stolen." Theo frowned. "Stolen?" Mr. Finch smiled but said nothing. Instead, he adjusted a tiny gear inside the watch, and suddenly, the entire shop shuddered. The walls rippled like water, and for a brief moment, everything froze, the pendulums, the ticking clocks, even the rain outside. Then, just as quickly, time resumed. Theo staggered back. "What was that?" Mr. Finch sighed and set down the watch. "A glimpse," he said, "of the secret I keep." Theo's gaze darted around the shop, now seeing it with new eyes. Every clock, every gear, every timepiece in the room, it wasn't just for telling time. It was controlling it. "You're not just a clockmaker," Theo whispered. "You control time?" Mr. Finch gave a slow nod. "Not control. Protect." He handed Theo the pocket watch, now ticking perfectly. "Time is delicate, lad. It needs careful hands." Theo's heart pounded. Can you make someone live forever?" Mr. Finch's expression darkened. "No one should." The boy swallowed hard. He suddenly understood why Mr. Finch never changed, why he worked in solitude, why his clocks were more than just clocks. As Theo left the shop, the rain still falling steadily outside, he glanced back once more. Mr. Finch was already at his workbench again, adjusting the gears of time.